Hey everyone, I'm Nathan from PSN Trophy Wiki, and today we're going to be starting our first playthrough of Super Stardust Ultra. We're going to be going for the Hero of Logi trophy for completing the first level, and we're also going to be going for the Scenic Route trophy for not using boost at all during that level. Okay, so let's get started here with arcade mode and start the first planet, which is the only one that's unlocked when you first start the game, which is Logi. Now, if you played Super Stardust before, any of the other games, Super Stardust HD for PS3 or Super Stardust Delta for Vita, this game is very similar. It plays almost the exact same. Now, because we're going for the Scenic Route trophy, we are not going to use boost at all during this level, which is not going to harm us. This level is easy enough anyway. So basically what that means is do not press the L2 button at all during this entire level. Okay, so you see that when we start off, there are a few asteroids, so just shoot them with your regular weapon, which is the green weapon, so hold the right analog stick to fire your weapon. And you also have two other weapons, but we're not going to need them during this level. This level's simple enough that we can just destroy everything with our default weapon, the green rock crusher. Now each level is split up into 5 phases. You can see that we just completed a phase there. So to complete a phase, just destroy everything, and eventually there will be a counter on the bottom of the screen that says enemies left. And you can see one right there. And once that happens, just destroy all of the remaining enemies on the screen. The asteroids don't matter at that point. And after you destroy all those enemies, the phase will complete. So each level is broken up into 5 phases. The first 4 phases are just like what you're seeing right here. You destroy asteroids and enemies and wash, rinse, repeat. And then the 5th and last phase is always a boss phase. Okay, so we're done 3 phases now, 1 more regular phase to go, and then 1 boss phase after that. And I'll take it back to normal speed once we start the boss phase. And there we go, we finished phase 4, so on to the boss phase. Okay, now every boss phase gives you an incoming timer, like you see on the screen now. What that means is that the boss is coming in however many seconds it indicates. And so what you're going to want to do is destroy as much of the debris and the asteroids and other enemies on the screen before dealing with the boss. You can see I'm not following my own advice here. I'm taking on the boss a little bit, and I end up paying for it because there's too much debris around. It's just too hard to pay attention to a boss and debris at the same time. So destroy all of the other asteroids and enemies first before dealing with the boss. Okay, and this is true for the first 4 worlds. Okay. Now this boss, it has 4 weak points. They're the blue weak points that you can see right now. And then this boss also has 2 phases. So the first phase is the one where it's just spinning around and shows you its 4 weak points, and you shoot them and you kill it. The other phase, when it gets more defensive, it hides its weak points and just spins around and shoots purple bullets at you, like it's going to do right now. You see that it's spinning and shooting purple bullets. Okay, so just avoid it while it's doing that. You cannot damage it during this phase. Wait for its 4 weak points to expose again, and then hit them. Now, if you want to, it's maybe more effective to use the gold melter weapon, which is the red weapon. Typically for all bosses, that's the weapon that you're going to be wanting to use because it does the most damage in the least amount of time. But the rock crusher green weapon works fine as well. This boss is kind of a pushover, so it doesn't really matter too much. Use whatever weapon you're most comfortable with. Okay, and you see after we damage a weak point enough, that particular weak point will explode. And then the boss becomes a little bit harder. So the reason for that is he hides whatever weak points he has left that have not been destroyed. So you see here he only has 1 weak point left, so he tries his best to keep it behind him. So you have to circle around to be able to damage that last weak point. Okay, and we should get him now, I think. Yep, and there we go. Once you destroy the 4th and last weak point, he explodes and the level is done. Okay, and we'll get our trophies for completing the level and completing the level without boosting just after the score screen here. There we go, they're popping now. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and consider contributing to the wiki.